Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eva. If you're stopping by for the first time, thank you so much, and if you're a returnee, I appreciate you. Thank you for always coming back. So today we're going to be talking about how to be more confident in front of a camera, basically how to be less shy in front of a camera and whoop asses in front of a camera. So if you're here for that, I'll be giving you some easy tips, some things that has worked for me and is still working for me. So I hope you learn one or two from this video and watch to the end after this break. Firstly, being shy in front of a camera is totally normal. Like, I know most of us that are not actors find it kind of hard to talk in front of a camera, as it can be very intimidating. I remember my first video, I would always reference that video because a lot of things went into that video, talking about my rehearsals, my scripts, the failures I had. I did all those until I came up with one good video, which is what I posted on this channel. So it is totally normal for you not to feel good, or for you to feel like you're kind of crazy sometimes because you're talking in front of a camera. So it's totally normal. Be yourself in front of a camera. It's not going to bite. You get? It's totally normal to feel out of place in front of a camera. Like, it happens to the best of us, so it's cool. Secondly, whenever you're in front of a camera, I want you to be comfortable and make sure you're feeling very confident. One thing you need to know is you have to be in a state of comfort for you to go in front of a camera. Like, it's very important. If you're not, it's safe to say that nothing of quality would be produced. In other words, you won't produce any good content. It's as simple as that. Like, people differ. Some of us might be very comfortable when we listen to music. Some of us might be very comfortable when we are jumping, or when we are standing, or just look for something that works for you and do it. Now, when it comes to feeling confident, a lot of things applies to this. It's not just about sipping tea whenever you want to speak in front of a camera. I'm talking about your makeup, the dress you're wearing, your environment, your lighting. All of these things come together to affect you in either a good way or a bad way. So it's safe to say that your environment affects you when you want to go on camera, always. So check out the color of clothes you're wearing, because that can affect your mood. Check out your lighting, make sure your makeup is on point, make sure your hair is on point, make sure that your dress, whatever you're wearing, is on point. And then give us that bomb video, give us that bomb speech that you want to do. Whatever it is you want to do in front of a camera, go right ahead and do it. What I would suggest is you do a few trial and error videos, just to be sure that your lighting is on point, just to be sure that your makeup, your dress, you're in the right position, your angles are all on point. All these things comes together to give you that confidence I'm talking about, make you very comfortable in front of a camera. So be sure that all these things are in place before you start talking in front of any camera. Listen to music if you have to. It helps a lot. So if you think it's going to help you, listen to music. I listen to very loud music, so it helps me a lot just to get my vibes before I actually start filming. So you should try that too. Another step is for you to leverage on other social media platforms. For example, okay, let's use Facebook now. On Facebook, I'm very sure that you're friends with almost everybody on your list, your friends, personal friends with them. What I would suggest is try to go on camera for 5 minutes or less or more. It depends. Go on camera, talk about probably the weather in your area, talk about the food you're eating, talk about your classes, talk about your school, talk about anything on camera, and then make sure you post it. Make sure you put it up on your story on Facebook. That way your friends will see it, and in a way you also get some feedback from those videos, and the videos would also help you in knowing when to improve. You could then move further to post it on your Insta stories. I feel this is easier because you're friends with all those people on your list, and you wouldn't feel kind of intimidated, or you wouldn't feel kind of uncomfortable when you're speaking to a camera. Why I'm saying this is because YouTube is a whole production entirely. Speaking in front of a camera for YouTube is another production on its own. So that's why I'm saying Facebook. Start with Facebook. Start little by little. From Facebook you move over to Instagram, and then from there you can. But if you think you can just move directly on YouTube, please be my guest, because you could do that without even preparing so much. But for YouTube, you have to prepare and make sure you're on point and all of that. Look at it like you're having a video call with your friend on WhatsApp or on Facebook or on Instagram. Just look at it like that. An advantage to this is that you get to go back to those videos to see where you made some mistakes and also to improve on those mistakes. That's why I say leverage on other social media platforms, not just YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all these other platforms that have video features on them. You could call your friends, you could do so many things just for you to like prepare yourself for this. Another tip I'll be giving you today is for you to observe others. Your reason for watching my videos might not just be because of my content, might not just be because you like my content, but also because you like the way I actually present that content generally, which is also very important. I look up to other YouTubers and probably public speakers, not just because of their content, but because I like the way they present. So it's nothing new, it's nothing you should be ashamed of doing. I also do it, so feel free, nobody is an island, right? Another easy step is for you to always have a plan or have an outline. Now, whenever you want to go on camera, it's better for you to have an outline because it's easier when you have bullet points. And do not make a very long speech explaining one bullet point after the other, because it's not an exam, right? So just write down your bullet points. I feel with those points you would know what you're saying. Your video or your content or whatever it is you're talking in front of a camera for is going to like have focus. You're not just going to be going all over the place and then going out of point. Doing this can boost your confidence in front of a camera, as you will just be dropping everything that you know and it flows. So just make sure you always have an outline. I definitely do always have an outline before, so it's nothing that is new. Something else I would suggest is that you film in bites. We as humans are very prone to mistakes, so I would suggest that you film in small clips. Like personally, let me use my intro as an example. Whenever I film my intro, I sometimes make mistakes. I think I always make mistakes, but then I film in small chunks, so it doesn't really stress me whenever I want to edit. So why I do this is whenever I make mistake, I just continue from wherever I made that mistake, and when I'm editing, I just merge my videos and continue. So that saves you a lot of time, that saves you a lot of energy, because if you say you want to be perfect, most of the time it doesn't work like that. So film in small chunks so that you don't get to delete the whole file whenever you want to start editing, right? So it's easier that way, my opinion anyway. So but you can do whatever works for you, but this is what I do and this is what always works for me. One very important tip is for you to always smile. Make sure you always smile. Like, it's very important whenever you're in front of a camera. Smiling has a way of making you feel at ease. It has a way of making you feel very calm. It has a way of making you feel like there's nothing wrong, like nothing can go wrong. It makes you look very natural. Smiling has a way of helping you go on. It welcomes people. So make sure you find a way to like smile always whenever you're in front of a camera, especially when it calls for it. Because there are some things that, there's some content or there are some videos that you want to make that does not necessarily need you to smile. So that's by the way, it may not be easy at first, but eventually it would become very easy. Like subsequently, with your subsequent videos, you see that smiling would come very easy to you whenever you're in front of a camera. So make sure you always smile. Okay, it's very easy. Smile. Lastly, be yourself. Let me just say this: you cannot act what you're not. Did you get that? You cannot act what you are not. Okay, so let it go already. It's very, very sad when you do that. It's really sad when you do that. So please act as you would normally do in front of a camera. Your normal self, act like that in front of a camera, because no matter what, someone somewhere would definitely relate to you. Someone somewhere would definitely see you. Okay, so don't come and start acting what you're not. It's terrible. It's really terrible. Because the more natural you act, the better you look on camera. That's the simple logic. Because we see everything, we see through it all. You know, we see through the whole emotions, the fakeness, and all of that. So make sure that if making hand gestures or holding a pen or what else, playing with something would make you feel more natural and make you feel more at ease in front of a camera, by all means do it. By all means do it. Okay, because it's what calms your nerves, and that is the only way you can actually project something good in front of a camera. Then by all means do it. Let me also say this, that practice definitely makes perfect. Practice definitely makes perfect. So you can actually speak in front of a mirror, you could speak in front of a family, in front of your spouse, in front of a partner, in front of your colleague, in front of whoever. Speak in front of anybody that is ready to listen, and continue doing that until you are less shy and more confident in front of a camera. Like, just keep practicing. Do this as often as possible, and before you know it, you would be awesome in front of a camera. Like, you'll be awesome. With these tips I just shared with you, I hope you get more comfortable in front of a camera, and I wish you the best of luck. Be sure to like this video, share this video, drop a comment down below, and definitely subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And I'll be seeing you in my next one. Bye.